Right. So today, the Batman has come out in cinema. Right. Sorry, I don't know why I done that. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to see it tomorrow. So I'm going to finish off the Batman franchise. Sorry. Uh, because my camera is fucked. So I have to do this. And oh, by the way, I figured out why my webcam wasn't working. All I had to do was press Control F8, and hello, one viewer. Yeah, that was it. Fuck up. God. Anyway, all right, so that's about basically it. So today I'm going to do my movie review on the third installment of the Batman franchise. Batman, right? That is Batman Forever. Directed by Joel Schumacher, produced by Tim Burton, starring Val Kilmer this time as Batman instead of Michael Keaton. We also have the actor that played Alfred comes back from the first two. The actor that plays Commissioner Gordon comes back. We've got Jim Carrey as the Riddler, Tommy Lee Jones, Two-Face, sexy ass Nicole Kidman. Fucking hell, I want to have her fucking babies. Even though she already has kids, but I want to have more. Anyway, I want to have her fucking babies. She's so fucking hot in this movie. I want to have chubby little freckle-faced kids with. Anyway, sorry. Basically, yeah. And then Chris O'Donnell or something is Chris O'Donnell as Robin. So basically, what the plot of Batman Forever is basically Batman is still doing his thing, fighting crime in Gotham City. There's a villain by the name of Two-Face, or as he's known as Harvey Two-Face, who's going around fucking people up, trying to take over the city, trying to blow things up, hijacking things, people, and trying to put kill people with like security guards with like toxic acid. Batman goes to fight him and stop him and shit like that. And he does, and then Harvey wants to come up with his own plan to stop Batman. Meanwhile, there's a girl played by Nicole Kidman who's like a doctor who is really turned on by Batman. Like she fucking is like, oh, I like a man of mystery, and I'm like, oh, I want to be your man of mystery. So anyway, forget about that. So essentially, like, um, she fucking shows up to the crime scene. So does Commissioner Gordon, and Two-Face basically wants to get back at Batman. Meanwhile, you've got this scientist at Wayne Manor, by the name of Edward Nygma, who is obsessed with Bruce Wayne, and he talks to his boss, and his boss is like, dude, you can't be acting like a weirdo. I don't like your invention, all this shit. And he has this really weird invention that fucks with people's brainwaves. So Bruce Wayne goes with his assistant to check all the different inventions out, and then Jim Carrey as Edward Nygma is like, oh, you can check this invention out here. It controls people's brainwaves and stuff. And then Bruce Wayne isn't fond of that idea, so he decides to shut it down because like he thinks it's dangerous. He doesn't like it. He doesn't fund it, and all that stuff. Meanwhile, he meets with Nicole Kidman in a couple of scenes and starts flirting with her, and then she starts calling the bat signal and starts flirting with Batman. Meanwhile, Batman fights different criminals that are sent by Two-Face, who has another plan. Then Jim Carrey's Riddler ends up murdering his boss by throwing him out the window, fucking with his brainwaves, killing him, and starts sending riddles to Bruce Wayne in the post, to Alfred, all of that, to fucking bunch of people, but bunch of things to Batman, saying like evil shit basically. Tries to come up with his name. First he's like, oh, Mystery Man, nah, this one, nah, that one. And then he ends up coming up with the Riddler, making his costume, and ends up teaming up with Two-Face to try and stop Batman. Meanwhile, they commit more crimes. And just before they team up, we Bruce Wayne goes on a date with Nicole Kidman's character to the circus, and performing is uh, the Grayson family, which is Dick Grayson, all that. Um, and essentially, what ends up happening then is Two Face comes in, hijacks it, and ends up killing the family of Dick Grayson during the circus act. And basically, Bruce Wayne decides to take him under his wing, no pun intended, but Grayson's an adult, so he's like, nah, it's fine. I want to get out of here. But like Alfred eggs him on to stay. And eventually he wants to stay because of all the cool cars and shit. But eventually Dick Grayson, Batman's going to solve a crime. Dick Grayson ends up finding out that Bruce Wayne is Batman when he's kind of sneaks around and finds the Batcave. And he ends up stealing the Batmobile and fucking people up. Then he wants to be Bruce's partner. He's like, let me be your partner. I want to kill Two-Face. He's like, you really think that's what it's all about? Revenge, killing? No, it's not. And eventually they team up, plan to fuck people up, kill people on Halloween, create this crazy machine. They kidnap Nicole Kidman's character. Robin gets his full suit, gets a regular suit, then he gets a new upgraded suit. So Batman and Robin go to try and stop them. Robin gets kidnapped. So then Batman ends up fucking up They end up defeating Two-Face. He actually kills Two-Face. He shows the fucking money up and he falls over. And then he kills Jim Carrey. No, he doesn't kill Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey gets all fucked up and shit and walks off. He ends up getting with your woman, he ends up getting with Nicole Kidman. They live happily ever after. And Robin then joins him and starts joining forces with him. And then Batman and Robin start fighting crime together and both signals go up. And it eventually led to this piece of shit. But anyway, and then we end with a couple of songs, including Kiss from a Rose. There used to be a grain tower alone on the sea, by Seal. And also, we get more of Bruce Wayne dealing with the trauma of his parents. I actually like it a lot in this movie. How his PTSD is triggered by the roses dropping when he's with Nicole Kidman's character, and then you kind of get a little bit more of his origin in this, like him running away, and he's telling how he like falls through running away, and he falls through the fucking hole with the bats, and then he sees a gigantic bat flying at him as a kid, and you get more of his backstory. It's like, I wanted to become a symbol. I wanted to stop bad guys, never kill, and all that. And yeah, I basically just summed up the movie again, but I really like that aspect. Here we delve deep into his backstory. Now, what do I think of this film? A lot of people said this was the first fuck up of the franchise. Guys, I gotta be honest. This movie's great. Like, I enjoyed it when I first seen it, and then I went through a phase where I didn't like it. I rewatched this last week, and I loved it. I think that this is an underrated gem. Is it as good as the first two films? No. But I love this movie. For what it done, it was great. It was dark. It was a bit cheesy in parts. It had a good balance between being too cheesy and too dark. But being cheesy and dark, but it had a good balance. And I enjoyed the movie. Number one, Val Kilmer as Batman. Now, some people say that this is the same version Michael Keaton played, but I don't think so. I do think that this is technically a reboot because, yeah, it kind of was meant to be a third film, and Tim Burton was going to do it, but he didn't like it, and Michael Keaton didn't like it, and it ended up being produced by him. But essentially, like, it was going to be called Batman. What was it? I forgot the original title. Anyway, that was originally kind of the plot. Like that was originally meant to be the case, but he came on as producer. But dude, I fucking love this movie. I think one, I want to say the set. Gotham looks fucking amazing in this. Possibly better than it did in the first two. I don't know. There's just really colorful vibes. The costume, the set design, the practical effects, I think are just done so fucking well. There's a lot of detail put into them. Val Kilmer as Batman. Sorry, I went off that point. He is a great Bruce Wayne and he's a great Batman. Every fucking scene he's in, he steals. I love the opening. You know, get the opening shot of the title card with the fucking green that says just the bat symbol and forever. You know, you got this amazing foot. I like the suit up scene. You do get a bit of badass, you know, and he puts all the things in and all that. And just the Batmobile shows up and fucking he's there and there's this amazing suit. I actually like the suit. There's slight bat nipples in it, but it's not as noticeable as in this piece of fucking shit. I'll get to that. And then I like that kind of scene where Alfred comes in. So I suggest you take a sandwich with you, sir. And he's like, I'll get drive through. And he goes in and you get that fucking amazing scene in the Batmobile. I thought that Jim Carrey as the Riddler stole the fucking show. He was great. I like how he uses his Jim Carrey energy in there. Like he's near the end, like when he kidnaps Robin and Nicole Kidman's character, is like, let's meet our contestants. We have the love of his life, and we have your adopted son. Then Two-Face like, ha ha ha. And then like Batman goes, fucking fights him, fucking fights Jim Carrey, and he's got the fucking thing. And I love the suit he has, the Riddler. It's literally the way it is in the comics. I like the kind of weird hair and the weird makeup he has when he's on the throne. And he's like, yeah. And then when he has the hat and all of that, I love his introduction where he's like, I introduce myself as the Riddler and all that. And like the riddle me this, like, you have the nice design. He turns around and like, riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat? I fucking love that. A great fight scene. He stops Robin. He's about to fight, hit Two-Face, and then he realizes that killing's wrong. And then he's like, I'll kill you, tries to kill Batman and Robin, and then like he just flips the coin up. He's like, oh, heads it lands, I kill you, tails I won't. And then he flips it, and then like he throws a bunch of coins in the air, and then Two-Face dies, and then you just have that amazing scene where Jim Carrey tries to kill him, and he gets all fucked up by the machine. He goes, why can't you die? And he's like, you see, it's not what I am, it's not what I do. You see, I'm both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Not because I have to be, but because I choose. Not because I want to be, because I choose to be, or something like that. It's just an amazing speech. I like the Batman voice he does. He brought his own to the fucking role. I thought Val Kilmer just done a fucking great job, and it's sad what happened to him with his cancer, that he can't fucking speak anymore. Alfred once again does a great job, just like he did in the first two. But then he goes off. He gets with Vicky, like they're all partying, and then there's that amazing scene where Vicky goes to Arkham Asylum. I believe this is the first time Arkham Asylum appears in this franchise. He's like, you said you know who the Batman is. He's like, I'm the Batman, And she's like, yeah, he's completely cracked up, and he gets with Vicky, and I love when he's not Vicky. He gets with the woman, and I love when he says to Alfred, "I think I'm in love with this woman." And he's like, "Yeah, I can see." And I liked all the scenes with Bruce Wayne in the Wayne Manor, and the scenes with him and Nicole Kidman where he's fighting his memories of like when his parents got shot and the silhouette, and like they're in the church and he's going visiting, and all when the roses drop and all that stuff. And she's like, don't fight your memories, just let them come true. There was just a lot of deep depth in in there. I thought Tommy Lee Jones in the movie was great, like the whole over the top. Oh yeah, great. I like the bit of the news report, which I thought was a bit cheesy, where one of the mob bosses throws the fucking acid and on Two Face, and Batman tries to stop it, and he's in the courtroom. I think that was fucking funny. Um, the opening fucking scene was exciting, dude. Like, gets in the Batmobile, like, you got these weird fucking time guys coming in, shooting places up, and like Commissioner Gordon's like, "What the hell are we gonna do?" and all that, and the Batman's fucking up left and right, and he's fucking punching them, and he has the fucking thing, he got bat around, he's fucking them up, he's like, and he's fucking fighting Two Face, and then he brings that safe up. He's like, "Bye, Batman." He's fighting, and he drops into this thing, and he flies on the fucking wing thingies, and he's fucking shooting. And like he lifts that safe up, and there's acid. He's like, "Oh, it's poisonous gas," and then he fights him. "Okay, Batman." Then he blows the fucking thing up, and he's about to have the bomb, and he throws the bomb away. I love it. Bro, just go website and jerk off. Yeah, okay, I'll do that later. Scammer. Anyway, Drew Barrymore was actually in this movie as well. There's a great scene with horror. What's his face? Jim Carrey. The scene where Jim Carrey first goes into meet Two Face. "Oh, we got to team up," and she's like, "Heads it lands, tails will blow your head off." He's like, "Okay." And then eventually Enigma's going, and everyone's buying the TV, and like he's gonna fuck with everyone's brainwaves in Gotham City, and he's being interviewed and stuff like that. And Drew Barrymore's like by his side, and Drew Barrymore's like opening up the thingy and all that. I love the part where everyone's trick or treating. There's a nice Halloween vibe near the end of it, and they're like trick or treat at the door to Alfred, and he comes in, and they try to stop him, and they take over the Wayne Manor, and try to hurt Alfred, and he tries to kill Bruce Wayne, and Two Face, and he's like, "No, don't kill him. We gotta save him." And he's like, "Ah." I love the part where Batman and Robin are going to stop them, and I love the part where he's like, "It's metal, it's metal," and they go to try and help stop the two bad guys. I love the shot at the end where they're both running after the bat signal. I thought the scene with the circus was actually done very well. The tricks were cool, and I like how like Nicole Kidman calls Batman and like, "Oh, I'm seeing someone else." I thought her and Val Kilmer had great chemistry. I love when she's boxing, he breaks down the door. He's like, "You're gonna have to pay for a new door," and I just like the chemistry they shared. She was more than eye candy. Jokes aside, I thought she gave a great performance. It was written really well, visually stunning, and really well directed and edited. It really was. Fucking camera work, all of it. Music was great. I like when the use of like when Bruce Wayne gets in that fucking chair and he slides down. I like the scenes where you see the Batsuit and he suits up. There's a lot of Batman kicking ass in this. There's honestly more Batman in this than there was in the original. I think the original, he's fucking up Two Face's criminals and they're shooting at him, and I love when the Riddler and fucking Two Face are causing havoc. He's like, "How do you punch?" He's like, "Well, see, you take your hand like this and you go boom. Okay, I'll try it." Ow! That was great. I thought they had great chemistry, Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones, and they were over the top, but in a good way, which is funny because Tommy Lee Jones fucking hated Jim Carrey. I thought there was a really great comedic scene where he's kind of moving the thing. Mystery Man, nah. The Riddler, yeah. And there's the costume, and I like the little riddles that Batman and that Bruce Wayne and Alfred open up. It's like, it's like, what's it? Mystery, yeah, that's cool, yeah. There's that amazing sequence where, what's it? Uh, Dick Grayson is there, and he's like, "All right, Al, I'm gonna go out," and then he jumps and does these cool fucking tricks and slides into the Batcave, and you know he goes and steals the Batmobile, and then he comes out, and there's these thugs like, "Hey, what are you doing?" and stuff. He's like, "I'm Batman. Oh, where are you?" And he's fighting and he's fucking them up. Then the real Batman comes and starts fucking them up. He's like, "Get out of here!" And he comes back and he's like, "Dude, let me be your partner, Bruce, please. I can be Nightwing or something," which is kind of cool because Nightwing is an actual character. It's like, no, you really think this is about vengeance, about killing? No, it's about more than that, you know. And I like that lesson. I love the scene where Robin decides not to be a killer. It was powerful. It understood Batman. Like, yeah, I know he kind of kills Two Face, but he doesn't kill in this movie. He kills in the other two. I'm sorry. As much as I love these two movies, they don't understand him, Batman. I'm sorry, they don't. He doesn't kill. This movie actually understands it. And what else? Um, I like the way the Batmobile drives up certain things. I like the suit up scene near the end and the shooting, like the practical effects, the fucking up people left and right. Um, Robin pulls Batman out of this rubble when Two Faces are and Riddler attacking, and he has the old suit and then he gets the new one, which I thought was cool. Um, I like. There's actually a mention of Metropolis in this, which goes like, "Hey, you're leaving so soon. You're on your way to Metropolis." Like, yeah, I'm not staying. Originally, he's like, "Oh, I'm not staying," and stuff like that. He's like, "I could show you all my cars if you don't, but you must be on your way." He's like, "No, I think I'll stick around." He's like, "I have to go." I was like, "Really? I could show you to the guest bedroom," and I really like how the relationship between Robin and Alfred, and I thought he'd done a pretty good job. He's been annoying at times, but he was all right. And I thought the bit where he's doing the laundry was great. But there's a lot of original theme song music and songs that were great, and obviously "Kiss from a Rose" is great. I thought Nicole Kidman's amazing. I like when Batman, Commissioner Gordon, and her are talking, and you have them going to parties and that usual shit. They make out, and I actually really like the connection between the two of them. Um, Overall, guys, I would probably give this movie an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I'd say that issues I had, Bat Nipples, it's more nitpicks though. I actually didn't mind the cheesy elements in this. It was a fun movie. Like, Robin was a little bit annoying at times. There was some cheesy elements, some over the top acting, like, "Oh, awful acid." But there is actually an actor, the Asian guy from Falling Down, who was also that's also a Joel Schumacher movie that I've reviewed. Was in this. He taught Jim Carrey's character, or Tommy Lee Jones, at the start. I like the makeup that they had for Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face. Got Jim Carrey. See, that's another reason I think that this isn't canon, because Harvey Dent is Two Face. They don't call him Harvey Dent. They call him Harvey Two Face in this. He was in the first movie, and he was black. He's white in this, so it's not the same version. I'm not being racist. I'm just saying. Um. So yeah, but look, I love this movie. It looks great on Blu-ray. It's probably on 4K now. There's actually meant to be a unreleased Schumacher cut. Please release it. It looks even better. So anyway, yeah. Here's the front, spine, back. I'll review that if it comes out, and the inside. Then we're gonna come to the first Batman movie that I don't fucking like, which is a direct sequel to this. Oh no, I like the line as well where Batman's like, "It's the car, right? Chicks love the car." I like it in this movie. I don't like it in this fucking movie. So I'll see you guys later and bye. What's happening? Why isn't it ending? Okay. My stream's not ending. What the fuck? Why does technology not like me? Who's ringing me? Uh. Mm-hmm. Shit. Oh, fucking bastard. It's just not ending. This stream is just deciding not to end. What else can I talk about? Additional scenes. Riddle me this. Yeah, there's a lot of riddle me this, riddle me this. He says that, but he doesn't say riddle me that till like near the end. So he says riddle me this a lot. There we go. Bye.